You have all the control over what happens internally for you. It's just you. You're the only one. Nobody outside of you, nobody above you, God does not have control over what happens in your internal landscape. Only you. That is why you are the creator of your reality.
This is Leah Steele, aka The Wealth Witch, and this is my podcast. I'm here to activate you to remembrance of your divine birthright to be wealthy in all areas of your life. This podcast is for people ready to have controversial conversations about the financial control, manipulation, and tyranny that faces humanity today.
I'm gonna live in freedom. I'm gonna live my destiny. I'm gonna live my freedom. I'm gonna live, the time is right now.
The Wealth Witch. It's for the people who are ready to wake up, deconstruct their wealth programming, and free themselves from the financial slavery consciousness that serves the global financial agenda. I'm committed to realizing a new global wealth paradigm where economic freedom is the reality and where you get to design and live the life of your dreams. Now let's do the damn thing.
I feel like this is a place where we can all use a continual reminder that everything is energy. We have scientifically proven this now at this point. Everything is energy. And money is no different. So even just that reminder to self on a regular basis can radically transform your relationship with money. Because instead of looking at it like something that controls you or something that you have to control or something that's used as a weapon against you or something that is used to control and manipulate you, you look at it as what it is, an energy. And when we desire to manifest or attract energy to us, what do? Well, we raise our energetic vibration to a complementary frequency or to a matching frequency or to a frequency that exists on the same pole. And through that, then we magnetize that energy to us. Money's no different. And when we raise our frequency to the highest vibrational rate that it can be vibrating at, and that's our goal, is to each and every day work on maintaining a high vibrational frequency. And this is, it's easier said than done, obviously, because we're all living life. We're all going through things. We're all having challenges. This has definitely been something for me lately. I've been journaling about this almost every single day, like that I have a choice each and every day in how I show up energetically and vibrationally in my life. So I'm going through major transitions in my life, in my marriage and in my new relationship and with my children. And it's easy to get frustrated and it's easy to get caught up in the negative vibrational state, especially when you have people around you who are frustrating you or who aren't doing things the way that you would like them to be done. Like, it's very easy to get caught up in that lower vibrational state. But the truth is that we each have a choice in each and every moment of every day to vibrate high or to vibrate higher than where we're vibrating right now. Like, sometimes it's not that highest energetic and vibrational state, but you have a choice to vibrate higher than where you're vibrating right this second. And so actually, maybe let's just take a moment and have everybody sort of check in. Like, where are you right now? Energetically and vibrationally, how do you feel? Are you carrying frustrations of the day? Are you carrying, challenges and frustrations or irritations of things that you've experienced today? And is it serving you? And if it's not serving you, let's just take a moment to release that and to come here into this space very intentionally to receive something. There's something here for every single one of you. You wouldn't be here if there wasn't. So whether it's a energetic transmission from me, whether it's actual words that I'm going to say, whether it's energy that I'm actually going to be sending you through this live stream, because I'm always sending energy out as I'm transmitting. It's not just about the words. You don't come work with me for words. Most people don't. You come for the transmission. You come for the energy. So every single one of you are here receiving that at this moment, whether you're listening or you're live on the Zoom. So taking a moment and just checking in. Where am I? Where am I vibrating? If I were to look at the scale of consciousness with, anger and frustration and fear and dogma at the bottom, and I were to look at the top, where from the mid to the top, I'm experiencing love and enlightenment and joy, where would you be? Where would you be on that scale of consciousness? And can you right now very intentionally raise your energetic vibration higher than where it is right now? So let's just take a moment, everyone, to do that. Really just intentionally checking in, knowing that we're all made up of more than just our physical vessel. I like to say a lot, we're a divine immortal soul residing in this physical chariot, this vessel of creation, which in and of itself is a miracle. The way that the soul sits in the human body and the way that the human body operates is a pure miracle that I'm obsessed with studying. But we have more than that, right? We have more than our soul, and we have more than our physical body. We have an energy body, we have an emotional body, we have a spiritual body, we have a mental body. So really checking in on your complete energetic, auric, physical field and noticing where you're vibrating, noticing what you're carrying. And very intentionally releasing right now anything and everything that's not serving you in this moment. And stepping fully into this container, again, whether you're listening on the podcast or you're here on the Zoom or you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on YouTube, very intentionally stepping into this container as an open cup, as an open vessel, ready and willing to receive whatever is here for you. Knowing that in each moment of every day, you get to choose to vibrate higher. So the same is true of money. Money is one of those things that we have to live life. So I'm frequently saying, I believe that the two things that we are most easily controlled and manipulated by is money and food. Because these are two things that we have to survive. And so take away our food, we're easy to control and manipulate. Take away our money, we're easy to control and manipulate. And as a result of that, we've been receiving programming and conditioning so that we can be controlled and manipulated around money our whole entire lives. Not only have we been receiving it our whole entire lives, but we are also carrying ancestral DNA, genetic memory, proven now, I think 14 generations back. I believe it's much longer than that, but we are also carrying ancestral memory and genetic memory from those that came before us in our DNA, like in our actual blood lineage lines, the programming and conditioning that they've received around money, wealth, and abundance. And if you just look back to many of our, either our great-grandparents or our great-great-grandparents, depending on how old you were, grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, they lived during the Great Depression. They lived during what was perhaps, other than right now, the largest financial power play from the global financial elite that has happened in our history, like in the evolution of humanity. I believe what we're seeing right now is much bigger than what happened with the Great Depression. And it will ultimately lead to the complete collapse of our financial systems and structures. That's a different live stream though. There's lots you could find on that on the interwebs as well. But just have an awareness that you are being controlled and manipulated using money, wealth, currency, and abundance. And it's happening to you every single day. And as a result of that, you are being triggered. As a result of that, and that trigger, what they are attempting to trigger in you is lack and scarcity consciousness. So we all carry this stuff. And I carry this stuff. It doesn't matter how much work I do. I've been having conversations recently with my wealth alchemy practitioners, who are the incredible women that help me do this work out in the world, Claire McCullough and Laura Johnson. And I'm not sure if they're here right now. I think Laura's here for sure. I haven't seen if Claire's here or not, but, and perhaps one of them invited you to this live stream actually. But we've been having lots of conversations about our own personal wealth work and how that grows and how that evolves. You don't do money and wealth work in the world if you've got all your money shit figured out, just FYI. Like, it's a constant journey. It's constant growth and evolution and learning. And that really is what wealth consciousness is. To be conscious when it comes to money, wealth, and abundance means to be willing to continue to show up and answer the call of growth and evolution and transformation, especially as our financial systems and structures are changing, as the world is changing. So every time we go through growth and expansion, we can expect that before long, there's going to be more growth and expansion to go through. So, and again, we have to have money. We have to have money to survive. We have to have money to live. It is what we exchange for our basic necessities that we need to exist on this planet. And until that changes, we're going to be easy to control and manipulate using money. And we're going to continually need to be checking our own energetic vibration and signature to make sure that we are not carrying negativity or heaviness or negative associations with money. So this exercise that I just took you through, you can also do with money. So now let's take a moment and have you check in with yourself energetically, with all your bodies, your complete energetic auric physical body field, and ask yourself, how are you vibrating energetically in relation to money? Are you vibrating lower on the scale of consciousness, or are you vibrating higher on the scale of consciousness? Money is energy. That energy is neutral. It does not have positive or negative energetic vibrational associations. You place that on money. When you are having negative energetic vibrations around money, you attract negative situations around money into your life, or low vibrational situations. When you are having high vibrational associations onto money, you attract high vibrational situations in relation to money. So just take a moment, check in energetically, check in and see how you're feeling. I'm going to as well, because I'm just interested to see where I'm at right now. And if you're familiar with the chakra system, a great way to do this is really just move up through your 7 physical body chakras, check in on the Earth Star chakra, and then check in on the Soul Star chakra. And if you work with a more advanced chakra system that includes many of the transpersonal chakras, you can also check in there. But for me, it's like a quick check-in is just to kind of scan and see what's coming up for me. So I'm going to share mine once I get an idea of what's happening. Okay, so as I'm doing that check-in for myself, like as I check into Earth Star chakra, which is that one below us that connects us into the planet, like that feels very, very strong for me. I didn't feel any like rub or issue. And that would be the chakra that I would say in most cases, I wasn't planning on doing this on this call actually. So this is interesting what's coming through. It's obviously relevant for some of you because I tend to just show up on these things and I deliver whatever the transmission is that needs to come through. But our Earth Star chakra is how we feel supported on this planet. And it's how we feel supported by the resources of this planet. And our belief that resources of this planet are unlimited, and our worthiness and our deserving to be able to tap into the resources of this planet. So if you're feeling some friction there, or you're feeling some low vibrational energy there, that may be what it's in relation to. I tend to not have any problem with this because I absolutely believe that this planet is lushly resourced, and that it is so adaptive that it can combat anything that we as humanity would throw at it. I believe that this planet's been here much longer than we will be. I believe that it will be here much longer than we will be. And that it is very, very adaptive, and that it has a wealth of resources that are available to us if we begin to look at our relationship to it differently. So I felt really, really good there. When I moved up into my root chakra, one of the things that I noticed is there was a little bit of friction there, and a little bit of, it wasn't a lot, but a little feeling of unsettledness in my root chakra. And that is likely because I'm getting ready to have to move out of my villa that I've been living in for 2 years and moving into a new villa. And Sean's moving into a different villa. And so I'm having to resource both of those homes. And so there's a little bit of like unsettledness in my security. So roots are security, right? And security when it comes to like our material reality. So I'm feeling a little bit unsettled because I'm having to come up with, money to pay down payments on 2 villas and just at the same time, like I'm moving out of my comfort zone, like my very comfortable life that I've been living in for 2 years in a villa that I've loved. I'm sure moving into something just as amazing or more amazing, but a little bit of unsettledness there when it comes to money, right? And resources in my root chakra. Moved into the sacral chakra. And this is like our relationships and our trust and our intimate and romantic relationship dynamics. Now, for me, for many years, this has been a very weak place when it comes to money, wealth, and abundance because I haven't felt supported. And that has created a lot of issues in my life and in my ability to manifest and create. And so it's really lovely actually now to just check in there and be like, oh, that feels wide open. Like, I feel like I can tap into all of my sacral power when it comes to manifestation because I'm feeling supported and I'm feeling loved and I'm feeling like I've got a partner that's there to like stand with me and support me through, anything that would arise that would create tension or friction from an abundance or prosperity perspective in the sacral chakra area. This is also the chakra that's about tribe, creativity. And so I'm feeling great in those areas. Like I'm feeling like I've got a lot of amazing friends that support me and team that support me. So that's all that, right? So, maybe in your business or in your life, if you're feeling some friction there or some uneasiness there, it may be because you're not feeling fully supported. And so in order to expand that from a money, wealth, vibrational aspect or perspective, that's where you've got to tap in and be like, okay, where do I need to be supported? Where am I not supported? How can I release those things from my life? And where can I call in more support from tribe or partner or significant other or family or friends or whatever? Then as I move into my solar plexus, this was super interesting for me. So this is our power center, right? Like this is the power of inspired action, taking inspired action, the actual action part of inspired action. It is our, where we're blocked. This can be very earthy. If we're talking about 5 element stuff, when we're blocked here, we have stagnation and manifestation because we have difficulty transforming ideas into action. So solar plexus is our action. For me, when I checked in here, it feels so strong, but it feels like I'm holding it back somehow. It was like I'm tamping it, like it's wanting to just be like, yeah, let's go. And for some reason, I'm holding it back. So that's going to have to be something that I do some meditation, reflection, journaling on because I'm feeling a little like constricted, but like I'm doing it. Like it's ready to just bam, let's go do all the things. And there's something in me that's holding it back. So this is your power center. This is who you are, who you show yourself to be in the world. It's your action. A lot of people say that this is masculine energy, and I don't believe this. I believe that it's both feminine and masculine. And I believe that from a masculine perspective, it's our logical action, our rational action. And from a feminine perspective, it's our intuitive action. So I believe that both of those things exist inside the solar plexus. So when it comes to money, wealth, and abundance and creating the life that you deeply desire, this is your actioning the things that you desire in the world. It's you, aligning completely, receiving the inspired or the divine guidance, and then taking the inspired action. So that's like really what that's about. Then as I move up into my heart, I'm feeling a little something there. So what's the heart about? What's love, obviously, right? And we can take it to a very simple perspective of love of self, love of others, love of money, love of wealth, love of materialism, love of humanitarianism. All of those things can exist inside the heart chakra. But the other thing that exists here, which is something that Dane Thomas, actually, who's a dear friend and mentor of mine, first introduced me to the concept of organization and disorganization existing in the heart and in the heart chakra. And so for me, this is always really, really relative. And so I'm feeling a bit of like stagnancy there. And I think it does have to do with organization, because I've got so many ideas coming in right now, so many things that I want to create and manifest, but I'm feeling a bit disorganized. And so I think that's a little bit why my heart chakra is feeling a little out of balance, because I don't have issues. I believe that materialism and spiritualism do not need to be mutually exclusive. I believe that they exist together. I believe that there's absolutely no problem with loving and enjoying luxury and being a completely spiritual person or being. If you do have some conflicts in that, that may show up in your heart chakra. Just remember that spiritualism and materialism do not exist on the same pole. So as a result, you can have both. It's not one or the other. You don't have to choose. So if you've got stuff showing up around that, though, that can often be popping up and showing up in your heart. And then as we move into the throat chakra, mine's wide open, nothing blocking there. But this is like speaking your truth, right? Like this is how you use your communication to manifest in the world, how you use your communication to create, how you call in verbally money, wealth, and abundance into your life. And this is probably a really great place to talk about like this concept of abracadabra when it comes to the energetics of money. So abracadabra, that word literally translates as I speak, I create. And so for me, I always take that a step further. It's, for me, it's as I think, I create, as I write, I create, and as I speak, I create. But you are the most powerful creator in your reality. You are currently and in every moment of every day creating your financial reality. You are creating by positive or negative reinforcements, verbal, vocal, internal dialogue, thoughts, feelings, actions, how money materializes in your physical plane. You are the creator of that reality, 100%. So you are speaking into creation, your financial reality. So if you're saying things like, I can't afford, or that's too expensive, this is where we really, really have to watch our languaging. Like the energetics of the words that we say around money. It's really, really important. And so you'll find me saying things like, I'm not choosing to invest in that right now. Or that's not feeling aligned for me to make that investment right now. Because the truth is, we can always create anything that we desire if we put our minds to it. So instead of saying, I can't afford, or that's too expensive, or, I'm not sure if I want to spend that, those types of statements create those realities in your life. So look at how you can speak alternate words into the universe that are going to support your creation and manifestation process. Third eye for me, completely open. Third eye for me really is like, it is our connection, not only to God, source, universe, all that is, whatever you call it, and how we perceive the divine guidance that we receive. It allows us to have that vision of where we're going in life. It allows us to really see what it is that we desire, like visualize, see that life that we deeply desire to create, our heaven on earth experience, right? Like that is third eye. It gives us that ability. So when it's blocked, sometimes we have difficulty visioning. Sometimes, we're not able to hold clear and concise vision because things are getting muddled or they're changing. And it can also be, where we're blocking ourselves from receiving divine guidance so that we can take inspired action. And then crown chakra is obviously all about the receiving. And to me, that's our connection to source and God, source, universe, all that is. It's our connection to each other. I believe that actually really happens through our third eye chakra and our crown chakra, our connection to all the other beings that are out there on this planet and in other places in the star and solar systems and different multidimensional states of being and realities. So not feeling blocked there, but definite crown creation energy is real. Like that is our connection to source. And again, just like the root chakra, there's a lot of stuff here around like worthiness and deserving. Earth star, root chakra, soul star. There's, when we're not feeling worthy and deserving of being properly resourced or having all the things that we desire, like this is where the blocks are going to show up. And our soul star chakra is, for me, our connection to our star nations and to the beings that exist outside this physical material 3D plane of planet Earth. And we receive guidance and direction and inspiration. And so we definitely want that open and clear so that we can receive that, so that we can manifest and create. So not quite sure why all that came through. But when it comes to the energetics of money, you have to know where your personal energy is at. It is impossible to align yourself to the energetic vibration and frequency of something that you desire if you're not checking in with yourself. And it's so fascinating to me how, as spiritual beings, we're always looking to what's energetically affecting us externally. We're checking in to see how are others affecting our energy? But we're not really ever just taking the time to fully sit in our energy and ask ourselves, where are we in this moment? And then making a choice. Where are those blocks? Identifying those blocks, identifying the stagnancy, right? It doesn't even have to be blocks. It can be the stagnancy, like things that don't feel fluid. They feel a little bit clunky, and choosing in this moment to focus on that and to raise energetically the vibration of that part of your being. So now that you've taken a moment to tap into your own energetic field and feel how you're feeling, or you were feeling, now see if you can raise that vibration higher. Can you vibrate higher in relation to how you think, feel, perceive money, wealth, and abundance? Can you make positive vibrational associations with money and how it can resource you and how it can help you create the life that you desire? So I'll give you just a minute to check in on that. And I think this is really important information to remember, especially as we move into the content I'm going to be delivering in day 3, because we're going to be talking about what happens in the brain, the neuroplasticity, our neural pathways, and how we have the ability to program those. So there's this, very scientific part of this, of manifestation, that now, they've proven, there are neural channels that are responsible for manifestation. We're going to be talking about this. I'm so excited to share this information. That's why I'm doing it on day 3, because I want to get you guys all in and involved and ready to receive that information. But this is equally as important, because our remembrance that we are energy and that everything around us is energy, and that we have the ability to manifest and create the realities that we desire, that we actually have the ability to shift that, to raise our energetic vibration. That is very important when we move into this very practical information and scientific information that I'm going to give you. And I'm also going to be giving you ways that you can supercharge your manifestation using some of this science-based information. But this is important. Knowing yourself as an energetic being, having the ability to check in with your own energy and having the ability to energetically raise your vibration is important. And to remember that we have these choices. We have these choices in each moment of every day, how we're vibrating. We get to choose whether or not we speak negatively about ourselves, about others, and not just in relation to money, right? It's, if every single person on this planet took pause every moment to remember that they have the ability to vibrate higher, what a different world would we live in. Even if everyone on this call took a moment every morning to make a choice to vibrate higher that day, how big of a ripple would that create out in the world? And are you willing to do that? Would you be willing to take a moment of pause each moment, or not each moment, but each morning, and commit to yourself to vibrate higher? Commit to yourself that when you get faced with something that's challenging or negative or vibrationally low, that instead of lowering yourself or allowing your vibration to lower to that you choose to be the bigger person, that you choose to vibrate higher, that you choose to not speak negativity. Choose to not speak negativity out into the universe. And this is work that we all have to do. None of us are perfect. And it's a choice. And for me, like, this is a commitment I've made. I've been journaling about it like nearly every day, like that I have a choice, that I get to show up in the highest energetic vibrational state that I am personally able to in that moment of the day. Right. And it's not always going to be, you're not always going to be vibrating at the level of enlightenment. Right. Sometimes people are going to really, really piss you off. And you're going to go from like, I want to punch you in the face to I'm going to walk away from you right now. And that is raising your energetic vibration, right? So it's not like that we're all trying to be Jesus Christ or Gandhi. Pretty sure they got pissed off as well at certain points during their life. But it is just that we are making a choice to vibrate higher in each moment and in each situation. So, to me, money gets to be this really incredible puzzle, I guess I would say. And I feel like, I'm constantly like moving the pieces of my financial energetic Rubik's Cube to see what little slight shifts that I make create a tangible result in my external landscape. So if the Rubik's Cube is my internal landscape, and I'm continually checking in to be like, oh, what needs to be tweaked? What needs to be tinkered with? What can I shift slightly? And then I'm paying attention in my external landscape to see what tangibly is shifting. So our external landscape is always a direct mirror and in direct correlation to what's happening in our internal landscape. You have all the control over what happens internally for you. It's just you. You're the only one. Nobody outside of you, nobody above you, God does not have control over what happens in your internal landscape. Only you. That is why you are the creator of your reality. Your thoughts, feelings, actions, deeds create your reality. And the more that you mind them, mind your mind, mind your mouth is something that I say all the time. The more that you mind them, the more that you intentionally choose a higher energetic vibrational state, the more able you are to create the reality and the life that you deeply desire in the external plane. Same is true of money. So what is the internal dialogue you're having on a regular basis about money, wealth, abundance, currency, prosperity? What's the dialogue? So this is a takeaway, right? Go and do a journaling exercise, do some meditation, do some reflection. What's the internal dialogue that you're continually having about money, wealth, abundance, currency, prosperity? And if you want to take it as far as like, are you worthy and are you deserving of those things? Like, what is the internal dialogue? What does the internal landscape look like in relation to those things? And then make the correlations to what's happening in your external landscape, because 1,000,000% what's happening inside is what you're seeing reflected outside. And imagine if you just shifted 10% of those things, of that dialogue, or 15% of that dialogue. How different would your external landscape be? So this is wealth consciousness work. This is a work that I do. And, we do this through lots of different ways. Those of you that are new to me, I have an emotional clearing modality where we actually go in and clear stuck and stagnant emotional pathology from the organs and meridian systems of the body to bring ourselves into elemental balance. And that creates holistic wealth in our lives, essentially wealth in all areas of our lives, including financial. So I have quantum wealth repatterning programs that do that. There's lots of ways that we go about doing this work. But for me, the most important thing to know is that this is forever work, and it's a commitment. It's a commitment from you on a daily basis to remember that you are the most powerful creator in your reality. Own that ability to create. Continue to tinker and shift the internal landscape so that what you're seeing externally is what you want to see. And showing up for yourself in that way. Really evaluating. What's your internal dialogue about money? What is it that you actually desire? And is what's happening internally and energetically for you matching the thing that you're saying you desire? Because if you don't have what you desire, if you don't have the exact thing, and I have to remind myself of this every single day, if you haven't already manifested it, it is because energetically you are not a match to it. And that is because you are not matching your internal reality and landscape to what you desire to see externally. That's the energetics of money. It's not rocket science. It's not like something you have to have a PhD in. It's not something you need to come spend $40,000 with me in learning to understand. Like, I just told you the formula. That's it. That's the energetics of money. You have the control. It's all about you. It's all about you minding your mind, minding your mouth, and really, really focusing on what's happening in that internal landscape. And remembering that if the external isn't matching, all you got to do is go in here and shift it. And you actually already have all the tools you need to do that. Now, is that to say don't hire me or another mentor to help shine the light in the places that you maybe can't see yet? No, of course. Like, there's lots and lots of ways that we can move through things quicker than we would on our own. But just remember, like, you are a divine, immortal being that is infinite in nature. The highest level version of you has all the answers. Your job is to consciously cultivate that connection with the highest level version of you so that you can get the answers, right? I have some tools and hacks and tricks to help you figure out how to do that. I have some tools and hacks and tips and tricks that can help you, clear out some of the stuff that's perhaps happening in your physical body and your organs and meridian systems that's blocking you from being able to fully cultivate that connection. But you have the answers. Like, you have the ability to cultivate that in yourself, and you should be empowered to cultivate that. And you should be focused on cultivating that on a daily basis. So I think it's a good opportunity and time to talk to you about Ouroboros really quickly, because we just opened the waitlist for this round of Ouroboros, and it is happening October 10th. Of this year. We are starting the 6th round of Ouroboros. I can't believe it's been 6 rounds already, but we are beginning our 6th round of Ouroboros. And it is very bittersweet for me to say, I'm so excited and also like feeling a little bit emotional about the fact that this will actually be the last round of Ouroboros that I will be facilitating clearing. One-on-one clears with VIP clients, as well as in-program clearing. It's the last time. I'm turning over the Ouroboros reins to my more than capable, amazing wealth alchemy practitioners, Laura and Claire. And so after this round of Ouroboros, they will be running and facilitating all of the clearing inside the Ouroboros program and container. And our new facilitators we've got incredible apprentices right now as well that will be stepping into facilitation roles. And so you'll always get my transmission in these programs because the content was all created and recorded by me. And I will always come in and deliver a new content session because that's what I'm passionate about. And I like to come and make the content really relevant to what's happening in the world right now. And I think that's really important. So I'll continue to do that, but I'm not going to be doing any more clearings. The last time. And this is the last round of Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game, which is kind of the precursor to Ouroboros, that I will be doing clearing and facilitating the program. So because of that, we're doing a lot of really incredible things around this Ouroboros launch. We want it to be a journey. We want it to be an educational journey. We want it to be something that you can get excited about coming and participating in, whether you purchase Ouroboros or not, because we're going to be providing heaps of bonuses and lots of free content. So you're going to want to get on the wait list for Ouroboros now. We're giving 10 epic bonuses to this wait list, but you can only get all 10 if you sign up now. So it's like the longer you wait to sign up, the less bonuses you receive. So we're going to drop the link for the wait list. You definitely want to get on there. You're going to get a bonus straight away from me in 48 hours, and it's an epic one. And you're going to then want to check your emails. You're going to want to whitelist our email address in your emails so that you make sure nothing goes to junk and you don't miss anything. And you're going to want to be checking your emails every 3 or 4 days, because we are going to be sending out epic shit between now and October. And there are going to be some really incredible early bird discounts on Ouroboros that are going to be in only for waitlist people. We're not doing early bird outside of waitlist. And I am taking 10 VIP clients where I am doing the one-on-one clearing in Ouroboros. I am only taking 10, and you're going to want to get on the wait list because I'm pretty sure that those 10 spots are going to sell out before this actually formally goes to market. And there's just a bunch of other really, really incredible opportunities that you're going to be given by signing up for the Ouroboros waitlist. So make sure to do that. Stat. We have put the link in the chat on Zoom. We have put the link in the Facebook comment section. We will be emailing the link out to everyone that's registered for the series, and we will also put the link in the show notes. So just trust me on this one. Get signed up for waitlist. I think we're giving away over $10,000 in bonuses to this waitlist. So it's a no-brainer to sign up for it. Yeah, it's because it's my last round. We're just like gonna blow the doors off this thing, right? Like, I want it to be really memorable, and I want to take a journey through the launch with the people that have signed up. Heather Wilson says, Ouroboros changed my life. I love hearing that. Nat says mine too, Heather. Yeah, I mean, it's, we have taken hundreds of people through this program at this point, and it has just been really awe-inspiring. And yes, I'm going to say it, humbling. The transformation that's happened for these clients. And, one of the things that's so incredible about Ouroboros is we have so many alumni that opt back in. Oh, and by the way, if you're alumni, get on this wait list as well. Like everyone, whether you've done Ouroboros before or not, grab a spot on the wait list. The last round of Ouroboros, we had as many alumni sign up. We had more alumni, 54 alumni signed up to go back through Ouroboros. Many of them who had been through all 4 rounds, because it's like peeling back layers of the onion. Every time you do the program, you dive deeper into your own personal expansion and journey. We had 52 new people and 54 alumni. So that tells you how incredibly transformative this program is. Just that there's crazy expansion and everyone gets one-on-one clearing. So that's the other thing that's really incredible about this. Like, your journey through this wealth repatterning is specialized and individualized to you. And that is the beauty of this program. It's not just a, go watch content and, take what you can from it. Like, it's very interactive. We have group calls, we have clearing calls. So make sure to sign up for Ouroboros. Definitely going to want to do that. And for those of you that I love this because so many people in the comments, like Yasmin saying, same, it shifted my whole way I relate to money. Nat is adding on saying so much transformation and it's personally beneficial per person. Amazing how this work works. Soraya says it's life-changing. If you haven't done it, do not pass this up. Do it stat, if not sooner. Yasmin says it changed my relationship with money in a way I never knew and thought was possible. Reagan says it's life-changing. I moved from 10,000 a month to almost 40,000 months in my business, 40,000 a month in my business. I have an entirely new relationship with money. That's true. That was an amazing success story from the last round. Thanks for sharing that, Regan. Love that. Yeah, it's just, and on this wait list, you're going to be hearing all of these incredible testimonials of people that have been through the program where it's just completely changed their life and their financial realities. So get on the wait list. Definitely, for sure, you're going to want to do that. Don't miss out on that. So I feel like I'm going to give the word now. I'm going to give the word. And for those of you that are catching this late, I'll give you just a little bit of a reminder. So one of the things that I'm doing during this live stream series to motivate people to listen to all the content and watch all 3 of this live stream series is that I'm going to be doing a very special Zoom call. It will be meeting style. So we'll all be seeing each other and we'll all be interacting, where I'm going to dive deeper into what I'm going to be covering on day 3. So we're going to be talking more in depth about neuroplasticity and how that relates to manifestation. And I'm going to be giving more tools that you can use to create and manifest the life that you deeply desire, as well as doing some hot seat coaching. So, but the catch here is you have to watch all 3 days all the way through, and you have to be on the Zoom call. So for this first one, you don't have to be on the Zoom call. We're going to give you an audio version of the word. I'm going to give it to you in just a minute. But on the next 2, Saturday and Monday, my Saturday, my Monday in the morning. So if you're in the United States, it's going to be your Friday and Sunday nights. Just make sure you get registered for the series, because we'll give you all the information on when the next calls are coming up. But for the next 2 words, you're going to have to be on the Zoom, because I'm going to put the word into the chat on the Zoom. So this is an exclusive opportunity for people who show up and make it all the way through the calls. You're going to be able to come and join me on this really incredible Zoom call that we're going to do in a couple of weeks. So the word for today is going to be Jackie, Jackie, which is what my youngest son goes by, Jackie. So that's your word. That's your word for today. Okay, so don't forget about the Wealth Craft membership. That's open for you right now. Get signed up for the Ouroboros waitlist. And if you don't want to wait until October to dive into some, I know what I wanted to talk about. So we are actually revamping Ouroboros. This is for all you alumni. We're revamping Ouroboros. Ouroboros is going to be different this round than it has ever been before. And that is because we're bringing a much more elemental focus into Ouroboros. So we are going to be talking a lot more about our organs and meridian systems and how they relate elementally to wealth and to our ability to consciously believe that we are worthy and deserving, to cultivate and manifest resources, to use our intuitive instinct and judgment to create the lives we deeply desire, to take that inspired action, step fully into our power, and to vision and actualize our desires. So we're going to be doing a whole new set of content on that. And we're going to be doing new clears. So alumni, this is the round that if you haven't been back in a little bit, or you haven't been, if you haven't joined as an alumni, that this is the round that you're going to want to do it, because it's just going to go completely next level, this round of Ouroboros. But if you don't want to wait until October to do intensive wealth work with me, elemental wealth work as well, Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game is starting August 8th. So some of you may be alumni in Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game, but Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game is also getting a revamp. So we are now going to be doing clearing in Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game. It was a content-only program before, but we will be doing 5 different Shen cycle clears, which is a journey all the way through the elements. And that I'll be talking a little bit more about this tomorrow as well. But this opportunity for Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game is a big one, because it's going to really set the stage for an epic Ouroboros journey, because we're going to be clearing out some of the blocks and the things that prevent us from fully opening up to emotional clearing work or to wealth repatterning work. So I'm super excited about Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game. We start August 8th. We will drop you the lead page for that. You can also combo Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game and Ouroboros together if you're so inclined, and there are special rates for that right now. But Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game, again, I mentioned last time I'll be doing clearing or content. So you'll get to come and spend 8 weeks with me live in the program, and that ends just before Ouroboros begins. So it's a really incredible way to come spend the next 6 months with me doing wealth work. And it's the last time. I'm not going to be doing it anymore. So you may be in a place right now where you're like, I want to say yes to Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game, and I'm not sure about Ouroboros. It's a little bit larger of a financial investment, but do the thing. Just do the thing. Come join us. Definitely get on the wait list. But Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game is open for enrollment now. We are dropping pre-work now, and there are going to be special bonus live streams from me now. So if you're all in on this already and you're like, oh my God, I'm ready to do the wealth work, like give me the things. Mastering spiritual money game is where mastering your spiritual money game is where you're going to want to start. And we are going to be talking about all this stuff that we're focusing on in this live stream series. And so for everyone else, I will see you on the call on Saturday morning. And make sure you get registered for the series. You will get access to the replay of this video. You will get announcements about when the next 2 calls are, as well as the Zoom link. So you can come join us live, so you can get special words, so you can come join the special Zoom call. And that's it. Have an amazing rest of your day, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Remember, it is your divine birthright to be wealthy in all areas of your life. And you are so worthy and you are so deserving of that. Mwah. Love you guys.
That's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to connect with me on social media and reach out. I love hearing from you. And if you want more of me, real, raw, and uncensored, make sure to join the Wealth Witch Telegram channel. It's my free channel where I share all of my random daily musings, as well as the information that I feel like is important and pertinent to my community. We've put a link to the Telegram channel in the show notes, so make sure to come join us over there if that intrigues you. Remember, wealth is a mindset, and you are the most powerful creator in your reality. Until next time, this is the Wealth Witch signing off.
I'm gonna live the time.